Well, your journey to weight loss does not have to be a long one. Our next guest says that he and a product called NutriMost can help you drop up to 40 pounds in just 40 days. Dr. John Thomas is the director of Vibrant Life Health Center. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks as always for having me
Love
here.
seeing you. Okay, so first we're going to start with what you have seen, and then we're going to actually really get down to the nitty-gritty, because I always ask you so many questions about how the process works, and you brought props and things to really walk me through it. So let's first talk about the success that you see.
You know, the success, I actually have some patient testimonies here today too as well. 15 patients I brought today, they lost over like 570 pounds. And that's amazing. That's just such a change in their situation. You know, we have patients that they're coming off of their medications. They're really transforming the health of their life. This isn't just about losing weight and feeling great and looking fantastic. It's also about laying the foundation of health for the next 20 to 30 years. And that's what's so awesome and powerful about this program.
And why do you think people stick with your program where sometimes the other ones, you know, you get all excited and then 3 weeks later that they drop?
It's a great question. It's really because of how this program is delivered. The way that we do it in our office is very different and unique. And so in that situation, we are really developing a relationship with the patient all the way through this process. And I'm with them every single step of the way. They're texting me every day. We're talking, we're answering questions. They're coming into the office regularly, and we're showing them how their body is transforming through this process.
All right, let's now segue into how do you transform their body?
And it's a great thing. We start with what we call the BCA, or the body composition analysis. I actually have a shot of it here too today.
Oh, okay.
And when you take a look at it, it's right there.
Okay,
you can
so
see,
this is what it looks like.
This is what it looks like. Yes.
This is what it looks like.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you can see all the detail on that, it's got a lot of information. This is where we start the journey at. This is where we tell you what your adipose fat levels are, what your visceral fat levels are, what your hydration at the cellular level of your body is, you know, what your metabolic age, your BMI, all these classifications and criteria about your health. So I can show you exactly where the foundation of the health of your body is starting when we start this program.
Now, how do you get that information about me?
That's on a scale system that we have in the office. It works on the biofeedback type system, just like we have. It sends a signal through your body, and it's actually, by peer-reviewed research, 99.9% accurate.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
And so how does this hand cradle come into play? Because it looks like something out of like Tron.
Yes, and that's really what's interesting, is because after we go through the BCA and develop the report and understand exactly what program we're going to put you on, we put you on this hand scanner right here.
Okay, so
and
that's your hand. Put my hand, so just
your hand
like
would go right there. When you do that, this system is going to actually go into your body and put virtual stimulus into your body.
So it plugs into something, obviously,
yes, there's
right
a computer
there.
that's all plugged into that.
Okay.
Yep. And that's going to actually talk to your cells. Your cells are going to actually give feedback to the system. And through that communication, we can evaluate all your organs, all your vitamin and mineral deficiencies, hormones, neurotransmitters, what cellular detoxification we have to do. All of these things are evaluated in that system. It looks at 2,900 factors in your body.
Wow.
From that, we can determine exactly what steps we need to take to get your body into that primal fat burn that you have in your body.
And so that document is then printed out. You walk me through.
Yes, I walk you through that.
Okay, so now I have the information. So
yes.
I put my hand on here. You've come up with the report. We've sit down. We've looked at everything.
Right.
Now what?
Now what we're going to do is we're going to go through this information, and through this I'm going to show you how this system has not only been able to read your body, but this system will also be able to program some carrier fluids with what we call the resonant frequencies. Those are just frequencies that are going to be embedded into a fluid that you're going to bring into your body.
Okay, here's where you're losing me.
Okay. Yep.
You have frequencies that are in a fluid.
Yep.
You walk me through this.
Your body already has frequencies in it.
Which is what you've read through putting my hand on there. Okay.
And so we have been able to figure out what we have to do to bring your body into a state of balance so they're not disrupted all the time. And so we can program the proper frequencies to bring what we've read back into balance. That's literally like developing a key to unlock a door.
Okay.
And we unlock your body's ability to burn fat through those frequencies. It's like turning on a motor.
So it's a fluid.
It's
so
a
am
fluid.
I putting this in my liquid?
You're going to drink it in water. Exactly.
Okay.
You're going to put drops in water. There's another one that you're going to put under your tongue. So they're very specific on how they're delivered to the body, and they're also very, very specific to your physiology. The things that we program in your system will not be able to use on anybody else because it's your physiology.
But it's also, part of this is when you talk about disruptors, and from our previous conversations, it's also the custom food that I now know this is good for me and this does not work for me. It sends my body out of whack. So
all
it's
part of that report that we show.
So it's the combination of changing my eating habits as well as my frequencies.
Yes, you hit the nail on the head, because what we talk about is that this system that we're talking about that burns fat involves organs, hormones, neurotransmitters, vitamin and mineral deficiencies, cellular hydration. All of these things are part of that process. What you eat, So if a system doesn't deliver a solution in all of those areas, you're never going to fix the problem. That's why these patients get such success, and that's why you see them, and I've even brought them on the show here. A year later, they've gained nothing back.
Yep, they're all...
Because we've trained and we've fixed the issues in the body.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
So you have a special, we're running out of time. You have a special for folks to call.
Yes. Call 683-8177. Definitely leave a message if you don't get through, because there's tons of calls that come in. And we actually, for $27, will start this whole process with that body composition analysis.
Well, Dr. John Thomas, thank you so much for being here. We'd like to thank Vibrant Life Health Center for sponsoring this segment. Again, to learn more, visit vlhcjax.com or give the office a call. Again, the number there, it's on your screen, 904-683-8177, and mentioned you saw it here on First Coast Living for the special.